All right. And we're back with our second Urza crazy deck of the day. This is Recruiter, Urza, and Manufacturer. So Imperial Recruiter has been added to the modern card pool, um, thanks to Modern Horizons 2. So this is 2 in a red. When it enters the battlefield, you search your library for a creature card with power 2 or less, reveal it, and put it in your hand, then shuffle. Um, this is a very, very powerful tutoring effect that most people are going to use with Kiki Jiki or in other, um, in some like mid-range sort of either human shells or white-red taxes. But here we're playing it with an Urza deck. And the reason is it turns out that Imperial Recruiter basically gets everything, everything, everything that you would want. It fetches Urza. It fetches Emry. It fetches Lonis. It fetches a Trinket Mage. It fetches Gilded Goose if you really want to. And it fetches my new favorite card from Modern Horizons 2, Academy Manufacturer, which is a 3-mana 1/3 that says if you would create a clue, food, or a treasure token, instead create one of each. Just came here, but no love for one of Hex Parasite. That's certainly something we could think of, Bob. I don't want to mess with the artifact package in too much insane detail until I know that this deck is even worth messing around with the core engine at all. So the reason I'm playing a Trinket Mage is because we're already playing 3 Urza Sagas, and Urza Saga searches your library for a artifact with converted mana cost 0 or 1 and puts it directly on the battlefield. So that incentivizes me to have like a 1 of Aether Spellbomb, and both Imperial Recruiter and Trinket Mage can fetch my 1 of Walking Ballista. Again, there's only 1 Trinket Mage in this deck, and the reason it's here is so that Recruiter can grab it and that it can grab one of these, which is not necessary, but it's something that I've liked in the past in a build that was similar, and I felt like I had a little bit of a flex slot that I could use that for, so that's what I did. And we're trying out Abundant Growths. This was from Mordekaiser because he found that 80 card decks need a little bit of fixing and smoothing sometimes. So Abundant Growth is able to provide both those things, sort of existing as our non-artifact astrolabe for the modern era. We've got a little bit of interaction with Galvanic Blast. So the biggest difference between the version he's been trying and the version I'm playing now is that he was playing Ragavan in this deck. I personally feel like it goes against the grain of everything that you're trying to do in this deck. So I think basically as a swap, I'm trying out Aether Vial. Personally, my feeling is that because so much of this deck is clumped around 3 mana, you just get a vial to 3, and then you can drop in a recruiter. The recruiter can, or you can drop in the recruiter and then get an Academy Manufacturer, drop in the Manufacturer at instant speed, and be able to set up a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, thanks, Bob. And then you can also put the vial up to 4 to drop in an Urza, and then have access to an unlimited or a huge amount of mana. We've got Wrenn and Six here as a good value play. We've got 1 Thought Monitor we can fetch up with Imperial Recruiter. So yeah, I think he was playing a little bit more removal Torpor Orb, but I'm inclined to agree with you. And more importantly than that, connecting once with the monkey, like let's say you kind of manage to get ahead, or you get lucky and you connect with your monkey one time in the early game, that's just not going to win you a game, right? And then as soon as they play a single blocker, they've stonewalled your monkey. Now, maybe that's okay because you got a treasure the first time, and then you just aggressively trade your monkey because you don't care. The rest of your plan doesn't even care about that. If people are really interested in seeing that version, I will be back tonight after this league. I'm probably taking a break for a couple hours to do some other stuff, do some sort of logistical stuff for my stream and cook dinner and all those things. But I will be back tonight to play the Ragavan version of this very deck. So, and as I mentioned before, Academy Manufacturer. So that card is completely busted in half. It's cracked. And yeah, it is, Roy. Yeah, manufacturer's replacement effect, where whenever you'd make a clue, food, or treasure, you make one of each instead, is insane. and the amount of synergy in this deck for that is unreal. So I'm hoping we get to use that a bunch. Also, Wrenn and Six plus Urza's Saga is a very powerful grindy engine. I wasn't impressed with my Metallic Rebukes last night at all, so I cut all of those for some of the stuff I'm playing today. So we'll see if that works out. Well, we're already doing better than the previous deck did. I think I'm going to go Fetch Shock Stomping Ground for Gilded Goose on one. Yep. Could play turn 2 Wrenn and Six and Emry, I believe. If I don't sack my Bauble, which I'm going to play out this turn. Hey, Connor. You missed a terrible, terrible league with a speculative brew of my own. Our only win, though, or our only almost win was against Domain Zoo. Oh, no, I can't play Emry and Wrenn and Six this... Oh, no, I can. It's gonna hurt, but I can do it. Can I? No, I can't. Oh, well. Vile. Off a mountain, eh? Okay. I see you, opponent. So we're just going to get a Wrenn and Six set up this turn, so I can sack this Bauble off, I think. Recruiter Mirror? Could be. Could be. Auntie's Hovel. Nope. Gablins. We found the Gablins. Well, now I don't need to sack my food token, which I'm pretty excited about not doing. Yeah. Gablins. I always knew the goblins would be the ones to come for me. I always knew. I remember now. Okay. Have at it, opponent. Oh. You did. Did you see the clip I tweeted last night, Connor? I think it should be, if you're on desktop, you should be able to see under the stream my Twitter. And my most recent tweet should be a clip of Academy Manufactor going cuckoo bananas. They make no beautiful things, but they make many clever ones. Mog War Marshal. Here comes the Gablins. Alright. So I can ping that or the token if I want to. But this means if they have a munitions expert, they can kill my goose and there's nothing I can do about it. So they didn't, though. Upkeep stop. Nope, no upkeep stop. Oh, wait, their vials on one. They can't munitions expert right now. I'm just being a goofball. So I think we go... Ping. Fetch Shock, Breeding Pool. Hatch Food. With these two. Play Emry. Efficiency is the name of the game. Efficiency. So Bauble, and we mill over Thought Monitor. All right, that is a card I can get. What's my impression of Urza's Saga this far? Fun and interesting. It's good. I wouldn't say it's great. Yeah, fun and interesting is the most fair thing I can say. Yeah, it feels very fair. There's lots of stuff you can do with it in theory. The most upsetting thing about it is that it seems to be best in Titan, like by far, which is like, what? Why? People are trying to hammer it. That's fine. That's a reasonable usage of it. It's very slow for that deck. Good, you're a Titan player. Well, then enjoy your Urza Saga. Yeah, it gets Amulet, exactly. Good old Omelet. Well, on the negative side, though, in Titan, if you actually have to play it out early, it is vulnerable to any type of typed-based land hate will destroy it immediately, basically for free. Are they playing Grumgully? I bet they are. No? Yeah. Okay. Spice? No. I mean, this is like, I mean, it is and it isn't. It depends on how you define spice. Because in my mind, what this is this is them. What do you call it when something goes backwards? Reverting. This was the first builds, the first combo build of goblins that was popular. I say popular right after Eldraine, when people thought that it would be really good, and it turned out to be, it was fine. Nothing special. Spicy like paprika. Mm. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Play Thought Monitor, and then I have Galvanic Blast ready to go this turn. Hey, it's Magus of the Moon. How you doing, friend? I hope you are well. Oh, but I can't. Okay, I see. I counted something twice. Bauble, Emry, Pog. Yeah. I think the first thing to do this turn is to play the second Emry. Yeah. And the reason I'm doing this is to mill myself for 4 to see if I can't find a better target. Aether Spellbomb. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Geile Vagina? Was ist los? Why are we speaking such things here? You want more Saga action? I mean, we're gonna get there. I just don't have infinite extra land drops or something, so. Okay. End of turn, Vial. Yeah. Hopefully I don't get punished for this. Could happen. We'll see. I will say, without the Mox... Uh-oh. I could bounce it if I need to, though. It doesn't have haste. Although, well, we'll see. No, we're fine here. The only concern is if they don't attack with it. Hopefully this isn't a ringleader. It's going to be a ringleader. Oh, yeah. Or Sling Gang. Sling Gang is nowhere near as bad. Shit. Ah, it has haste. Holy crap. Okay. Grumgully, Chieftain, Matron. Jesus. What a draw. They're going to attack without putting in the Chieftain. So they're going to put in Grumgully at end of turn. Yeah, I'm sure he does, Connor. But I mean, I'm here to try new things. Yeah, I can't protect my Wrenn and Six, which I kind of needed. Okay, we're just looking to draw like Urza here. No. Because the initial effect is not a trigger, it's a replacement effect. So that doesn't do that. So they just go end of turn Matron here. Yeah. Jeez. So I can get the Thought Monitor and play it here. But then I can't play this Cryptic. But I don't think the Cryptic's actually going to be all that useful. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is a 3 mana. X. Yeah, that's probably not going to do it. Let's see, though. Just looking to draw Galvanic Blast #2 here. Man, that ringleader was so ridiculous. Yeah. I mean, they could do almost anything they want at this point. They drop in a Matron, and then they can get multiple different combo pieces, whatever they want. I have Aether Spellbomb in play, so I have one escape button. So what they should do here, in theory, is just mid-range me to death. And they have Chieftain or War Chief in their hand. Oh, it's the reveal time. Thanks for the follow there, JMS Mikiera. Mikara. Mikara? Mikiara? JMS Mikiara? Yeah. Like McDonald's. So they have... Oh, they got a Harbinger? Okay. So they get Harbinger. So they play the Harbinger. They put Kiki Jiki on top. Snoop targets itself. I bounce the Snoop. They shouldn't be able to combo off again in the same turn. Chieftain doesn't give them haste, right? That's fine. No, but even if Chieftain does give them haste, they probably don't have enough mana here. So we'll see. Kiki Jiki on top. Yep. Alex, I'm really trying hard not to stop looking at chat for the next 5 minutes when you preface it like that. But continue. I have an enormously serious question. Yes, Patrick. I forgot. I mean, the Bant list I was playing before, or the Bant list that I first built earlier has Rise and Shine in it, which could easily be swapped for Upheaval. Freak You Nasty also sent me a sweet Upheaval list just a few minutes ago that looks pretty hot with Karn the Great Creator. And Zurin Orb. Crucible. Oh, yeah, one of the things I didn't mention, this deck could easily play Ramunap Excavator. And Ramunap Excavator is a functional Crucible of Worlds. If you lose all your Wrenn and Sixes or you really need more land plays, you could play Ramunap Excavator, which means you could play 3 or 4 Tireless Trackers, because Imperial Recruiter just seems to do everything. It's pretty incredible. Plays Blood Crypt. Okay. No, they should have the kill here no matter what. Oh, no, they won't. Oh, no. Oh, no, they did the thing. Well, at least I get a reimbursement for this league. My opponent played Conspicuous Snoop, and under very specific circumstances right now that are not well understood, Conspicuous Snoop causes game restarts like this. There was a patch yesterday over the last 24 hours, and I was really hoping it was fixed. It has not been. So what's going to happen here is the game is going to restart like this. It's currently locked up. And then it's going to hang on the next mulligan. So I won the die roll. Would I like to play first? Yes. Now watch. It's going to be stuck. I believe. I mean, I'll keep this. Technically, Magic Online is free. Yeah, I have no idea, Sea Bloomy. No idea. I don't know what. So my assumption is what happens there is the game log is recorded because there's a replay functionality that runs off that game log. I'm not a programmer. I am not a programmer. The game log is recorded. You can see it in the top right normally. I could pop it out for you now, but I don't want to resize everything. And so that's how they replay games. And my assumption is that there's something that happens in the game which causes a crash that makes it go, oh, I don't know what to do. Well, let me rebuild this game from the bottom up. Much like if your computer crashes, it might just be like, okay, I'm going to stop this process and I'm just going to go back to the start and do it all over again. Now, I don't know why it decides to do that way, but there you go. And then it runs into, as far as I would think, a different bug where it hits a certain point and goes, well, now I don't know what to do. And it just gets stuck. So Hey, my opponent's the one who said they messed up, and then the game crashed. So I didn't do anything suspicious right before JFK was shot. Looks like opponent is stuck. I believe so. Right. Yeah, I think that's basically what I described, Magus. Oh, yeah, I mean, see, Bloomy, as far as has been the explanation that I've ever been told, Magic Online, every single card is built from the bottom up. There's no overall overarching rules engine that actually governs anything. Right. Yeah. I mean, I don't know, Magus. I am not a computer person. I mean, I vaguely understand what programming is at the basic level and etc. But like, I went to, I don't know, some kind of programming camp when I was a teenager, but I didn't stick to it. No, no. Equality. I might have this episode. Hold on. Oh no, he's hot. Actually, we didn't do that, Roy, because we were doing Visual Basic. So Hello World is not difficult to do. Opponent says my internet can't make it. Is this the greatness? Can they only concede the match? Oh no. Am I the only one who's not allowed to take game actions? Yeah, yeah. All right. Reset my stops. What? What? Are you serious? I have to reset my stops? My opponent didn't have to reset their stops. Why do I have to reset my stops? No, I'm sure you're serious, but like, oh my god. What a ridiculous. Maybe they did. No, 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 they disconnected. So I guess that probably fixed their. How do I not? What do you mean, how do I not know? How many times is this supposed to happen to a person before they do know? It's common MTGO knowledge. Not common enough. Not common enough. That's fine. We'll just go to sideboarding. Yeah, I assume the bug's been around for years. I've only been playing a lot over the last 18 months, and these kind of crashes hadn't been common for the last 18 months. It happened one other time I can think of. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I'm glad you set it out that way. Hmm. Wonder if Aether Vial is just functioning in the same kind of slot as Abundant Growth. All right. Not playing the Abundant Growth until turn 3, but that's okay. Opponent says, I'm going to concede game 2 to make it fair. All right. I'll take it. Glad we've gotten to play so much Magic. At any cost, Torpor Orb. At any cost. I have a t-shirt design for that. No, Odins. Oh no, you guys know about my gimp. Okay. Does he actually load it? There we go. Nice and clean. Okay, so turn 2 Lonis, turn 3 Manufacturer. So if that's the line I'm following here, I should play Cookbook on 1. So in theory, this game is going to be really nuts from our side. The turn I play Academy Manufacturer in this game, in theory, we're going to create 6 tokens. 6. Now, if they have Prospector Munitions Expert, that would have been annoying. How's Lonis been? Not super impressive. But being removal fodder in these kind of decks, Odin's, is often good enough. So like Manufacturer plus the cabins has been insane so often that it just largely hasn't been necessary for Lonis to do that much. Okay, so we play Saga. Manufacturer. Question, says opponent. Yes. Opponent was asking where I got the MH2 cards. All right. And now we play Emry. Emry's a non-token creature. So how's Lonis? Doing all right. Doing all right. Card seems all right. Yep. Yep. Do we cookbook now? I don't think we need to do it now because I don't have a plan for the mana. No, I mean, if they draw removal, I can cookbook in response to the removal. I'm gonna activate the cookbook at their end step. So I guess if they have removal, then they'll get me. I'm okay with that. Yeah, I understand. I'm just saying, like, well, so they clearly don't have removal now because they would have done it. The thing I was worried about actually was dying at end of turn, and I didn't, so I'm pretty happy. Because they could have just gone, lol, drop in Snoop, drop in Boggart Harbinger, you die. But they didn't. So, looks like we're going to be in a good spot to win this. But we'll see. Skirt Prospector. Yep. Okay. So they can set up over the next couple turns. Gets Ringleader. Makes sense? No way. Okay. They weren't going all in on it. Oh. That's horrifying. I mean, we're okay, but like, damn, that sucks. Luckily, Cookbook plays through this no problem. Well, it's not a Magus of the Moon, Magus of the Moon. But yeah, of course I wish I had Urza. I'm playing for Urza. I'm playing 4 recruiters to get the Urza. Wish you had Urza now. Yeah, it's in my deck so I can draw and play it. All right. So let's go make a green growth. Gives me access to blue. We use Emry to play the Thought Monitor. There's a witch in chat. Better ask the witch burn if he can summon Earth. What? There's a bunch of words I'm not understanding. Well, there's my Urza. The question is, can I cast it this turn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think so. I still have the cookbook. Am I going to be 1 short? I feel like I'm going to be 1 short. I am going to be 1 short. I could get another manufacturer. And I could play it. Or we could just wait a turn on the Urza. I think I'm supposed to wait a turn on the Urza. Especially because I have the Galvanic Blast. Alright. Robots. 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 Yeah, Recruiter is gasoline in this deck. When Mordekaiser brought it up last night, I felt my brain like explode with like, oh my god. Well, good afternoon, Philosopher99. How are you and your many philosophies doing? Good day to you, sir, Magus of the Moon. Good day. Good day, sir. You get nothing. Drew Tarfire and Moog War Marshal. Acceptable. Tarfire can kill my Lonis, but I feel like that's a little bit too little too late. Plays the War Marshal. Okay. Really? I guess it's... Yeah, I mean, they could still Tarfire by sacking the War Marshal. Oh. Well, if I don't see you later, Magus. Good evening, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Oh, yeah. Hot fire coming in. Oh, no, it's just another vial. I mean, they still could Tarfire if they want to. All right, opponent. I want you to attack me with your ringleader. Do it. Do it. Really? Okay. Yeah, I can cookbook here because I know they have Tarfire. Just discard a land here. It's fine. Tarfire won't kill Academy Manufactor. Would kill Lonis, but that's fine. They could always cast Snoop to restart the game. Are we playing against World Gorder Dragon combo? Is that what you're telling me? Am I playing against World Gorder Dragon combo in Modern? Because it feels like I might be playing against World Gorder Dragon combo. Got him! Here we go. Bang. Bang, bang. Bang, bang, bang. Am I about to get munitions experted? I hope not. Yeah, I am. So what we do here is we go tap, 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 tap. So that's 4 for Cryptic. Then we go tap, tap. Opponent says time to spin the wheel. Oh no, I'm not a gambling man. Rambling man. Maybe, but not a gambler. You gotta know when to hold 'em. Know when to fold 'em. Know when to walk away and know when to run. You never count your money while you're sitting at the table. Be time enough for counting when the deal is done. It's gonna be my first non-Simpsons MTG song cover. It's gonna be called The Grinder. On a warm summer's evening, on a train out to the GP, met up with the grinder. We were both too bored to sleep. And so on. He's back! How's Lonis been? I don't know. It's been okay. How's that mid-range plan doing for you there, goblins? Good? Are we having fun? I have two 24/24s. Yeah, I'm down for that Torpor Orb. That's definitely something we can add. So I literally just don't have anything to get with Emry. But that's fine. So we just go combat, attack the Thought Monitor. I guess I can kill my own Thought Monitor post-combat and then just replay it. That's actually definitely worth doing, right? Because, like, I have so many extra Galvanic Blasts. Whee! Alright. Pass the turn. Yeah, you can kill your own recruiter, grab it back with Cookbook, grab another manufactor, and then play your... I could have played Urian that turn! Oh my god, I could have made literally infinite tokens. I'm such a fool. Like, it would have been like 1 trillion tokens. Oh my god. Crazy. I forgot we were a Urian deck for a second there. We got so much crap going on. Alright, resolves. We got a hovel on top. I think we might get this one. Not sure. Not sure. Yeah, Odin's with the tech. Activates Vial? Sure. Is it Boggart Harbinger? Goblin War Chief. Sure. Are you gonna attack me? You're not though, right? Yeah, they're not. I mean, at this point, we just draw until we hit one of the cryptics. Yeah, but it's Snoop with specific other cards interacting with it. It's not just the Snoop on its own. The Snoop on its own doesn't end everything. Okay, that's lethal. Oh, although I could put the Walking Ballista in with Aether Vial. Is that better than what I'm doing? So I could, like... I don't know. What am I supposed to do here? Like, go completely bonkers or just win the game? Because I feel like the respectful thing... Like, my opponent scooped game 2 to me. They didn't need to do that. So I feel like the respectful thing here to do is just, like, end this game now. With my machine gun. And my T800 series. $16. Oh, what is 10 enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's go 11. Everybody knows that the lifetime of a grinder. Respect or bonk? Oh, they've F6'd? Oh, come on. Yeah, all right. No, stop! They're already dead! Do you think you could play mid-range against me, opponent? Fool. Only now do you see the power of the dark side. Oh, you just type the answer you want. The opponent says, I'll give you the privilege of slapping me for 50. 50? That's chump change. Oh, well, we were supposed to use an adjective there, Roy? No, adverb. We were supposed to do either the respectful thing or the bonkers thing. So, adjective. Read that in text step as a medium. Yeah. Yeah, it was all right. Pitched a good book in response. Oh, did the bot leave again? Probably did. Man, that bot. Yeah, yeah. I mean that works fine too, Roy. It's just the way that I had phrased it initially. So yeah, don't forget your Ryans, people. But it does feel like the Kinnan deck is back. Yeah. Which is weird because we're not playing Kinnan. And this version's not even playing Mox Amber. Yeah, so Zorius Skyle. I mean, as with before, we're probably going to try these in all sorts of different directions. Jiggy, in the first batch of decks we cooked up, had a Sultai version that I have listed here. It's a 60 card Urza Overdrive, he called it. So that looks like this. Unearth is the big get with this list, which actually means Tireless Tracker could fit nicely in here, but one of the big gets is also Luris. Luris works really well with all these cards. Plus, you could replay Lonis, replay Gilded Goose, and yeah, Unearth picks up Academy Manufacturer. So, hi, Muffins on a Hill. Is Spike done? We're making 8 trillion things. Yeah, time sieve is definitely something that we're gonna use at some point. We haven't gotten there yet. And then Karn Wish for Big Things is another thing that is definitely possible. So all of those things are going to be explored, that's for sure. So if you're interested in seeing some or any or all of those things. Oh, no worries, Muffins. All votes were for respect. What a wonderfully nice chat we have. Roy, we've cultivated a good atmosphere here. To be fair, bonk was not a good descriptor of what we were voting on. Not you. You've done a good job, Roy. That's why I said me and you. Alex, on the other hand, Captain Shitposts. Larynx Punchworthy. You guys, those guys have been doing their job. Hey, Lamau. Slayer's Stronghold. Okay, Omelette. Dry it on top. Uh-oh. Not going super well. Well, abuse is an interesting choice of words there, Zorius Kyle. What do you want to do? Yeah, you can still vote bonkers for future events. They have nothing again? Wow, what a hand. So, play Saga this turn. Means I can play Urza next turn and have Cryptic? Yeah. Hex Parasite or Power Conduits to keep... Oh, that's why people wanted the Hex Parasite. I see. I see. Oh, this is quite interesting. Okay. Now I see what people were on about. Okay. You got my noodle cooking now. Yeah. Yep. No, yep, I get it. Uh-oh. I was hoping for a dry... Well, I wasn't hoping for Dryad. I was expecting Dryad. So, do I have to ditch one of these cryptics to play the other one? No, I don't. Just ditch the land. Yeah. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana next turn. Good. The land destruction dragon will be so juicy here. How's it going, Rabe? I'm playing Aether Vials today, and I use you as the exemplar of I think that this idea has legs because Mr. Rabe believes in it. Not that you've done it recently, but that you had done it before with Urian and Urza and had success with that. I'd be interested with your take on the list I've put together here. Urza. Lord High Artificer. So I just have to counter the Titans that are coming out. And or the Dryads. I mean, I want to counter this. I really do, but... I know they have a Dryad. And this gives them access to potentially 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana. That's not double Titan, so... I know you did, Mr. Abe, but you might have gotten a 5-0 at that point. It was a Bant Urza Aether Vial deck with Thraben Inspector, I think is the one I'm thinking of. What is this food? I've never looked at this closely. It's like a scorpion, what is this, like a carnivorous plant thing? Yeah. Is it a Masticore? Oh, it might be a Masticore tail. A Masticore tail presented through a Masticore's mouth. This isn't a Masticore, though. It looks more like a Psychotog's mouth. Dr. Teeth. Ain't no food at it. I'm saying. There it is. Counter bounce? Yeah, they're out of land drops. Yeah, alright. Boing. I guess I could have gotten counter draw and then use Aether Spellbomb to bounce the Azusa, but I could just cycle the Aether Spellbomb anyway if I want to. So All right, looks like we're going to win this game. So we go trigger. Then we get another cookbook or a spellbomb. You will not eat Beholder. You will eat what you're served, Muffins. You will eat what you're served in this house. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I could get Urian and play Urian and still have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, get Urian, play Urian, and still have a ton of mana. Yeah, it's worth doing. So the right way to do this is to not screw up. Sorry. Still learning the lines on a deck. And if you are doing that, make sure you do things right. So let's make our extra 3 things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, okay. I want to say Urza mid-range is back, baby, but feels like Urza mid-range is back, baby. Okay. Good Paradox Engine. I mean, if you wanted to. I don't think that's necessary.
Well, I have nothing to offer you.
Thanks
but
for the follow there,
love.
Cool Cyclone 2000.
I specifically said no geeks.
But my mom says I'm cool.
All right, opponent, I'm attacking you for 36 plus next turn. What do you got? Yeah, Tezzeret in a Sultai build is definitely something I'm thinking about. Deck is pretty sweet, Cool Cyclone. It's definitely in the hotness territory. Yeah, Tezzeret in a Sultai deck would be definitely something I'm interested in playing some of. The problem is nowadays, the way these decks get constructed a lot of the time, there aren't actually that many artifacts. You use things like Gilded Goose, you use things like Lonis to generate more artifact tokens than just playing most artifacts. And so Tezzeret's uptick is only look at 5 cards, and you get to take an artifact, and it misses a lot. And I understand that probably the appealing thing about him is the -4, which you do get to do next turn, but I'm unconvinced. Like, with this deck, if I had a Time Sieve, I would basically be on infinite turns right now. So Time Sieve is definitely hot. Time Sieve is definitely something I'm interested in playing. So I think Galvanic Blast and Force. Force is actually not that good. Huh. Just Galvanic Blast is probably good enough. Well, we hope that it's good enough. Recruiter was phenomenal the one time I drew it. This deck has no Thopter Sword combo and no Time Sieve. This is just good, honest Magic the Gathering. Yeah, I'm actually not set up to fight Titan at all post board. So I just have to overpower them. It's not that it's weak, it's that it's like unnecessary. Also, 80 card Thopter Sword lists are like They were honest 32/32s. Thank you very much. Yeah, we just don't have any hate. Yeah, you can't sack tokens to the Foundry. That's true. But in theory, this deck would be able to put the combo together very quickly. Yeah, it's a Urian deck. Yeah, Aether Grid is something people suggested the other day, and I was like, oh man. This might be the first deck I'd actually be excited to play Aether Grid in. I'm not an Aether Grid believer, but hot damn. I should probably board in those Force of Negations, but I just can't talk myself into it right now. So this is the Aether Vial hand I'm looking for. The problem is in this particular matchup, this is almost definitely too slow. They kept a really slow hand last game though, so it's possible that they are inexperienced and they just do that again. We'll see. Turn one omelet. Yeah, that's. I mean, they're on a powerful linear modern power level combo deck, right? So we're on the draw. They have the right opening with the 7-card hand. They just drew a Simic Growth Chamber. If they have Azusa or Dryad, they get to start going nuts this turn. It's very unlikely we're going to win this one. And then hopefully for game 3, I smarten up and put in my Force of Negations. Yeah. Oh no. Wait. They left the Growth Chamber in play. Maybe opponent is bad at Magic. We'll definitely find out soon. It seems such a weird time for people to be picking up new decks. I played against something last night where the player seemed woefully like they seemed like they had no idea what they were doing with their deck. It was just like flagrant misplays all over the place. But I guess Modern Horizons 2 is such a big set release, it might get a lot of people playing Magic who haven't played Magic for a while. So yeah, I was actually thinking about that, Torpor. Obviously it hoses us pretty hard, so there's probably a very narrow band of matchups where you'd actually bring that in, but it's something you could do for sure. Holy crap. Okay, but they don't have any lands. Yeah, I feel like they completely shanked this turn. One of the other things I was thinking was ramming up Excavator, and then you could have like Ghost Quarters or stuff like that, but then the deck is already kind of trying to be on this forest mana base for Gingerbread Cabin. So it's an interesting thing to try to solve. All I can do here is drop in the goose or not. Oh, I should have played the cabin. Yeah, I definitely should have played the cabin. Yeah, Fulminator is another one you can grab. Well, we've played one match so far in which 2 of the games were non-games because of Magic Online bugs. So the games hadn't been great so far, but game 1 here we just crushed Titan with value. Just stomped them. Okay. They could play a Titan here if they have shit. Probably just dead. Crap. Yeah. Yeah, it does. The manufacturers do stack. So it's a replacement effect. So what it means is, say you have a trigger that's going to give you 1 food. With 1 manufacturer in play, it gives you 1 food, 1 treasure, 1 clue. With 2 manufacturers in play, after that, the second manufacturer goes, you're getting a food, you're going to get 1 of each. You're getting a clue, you're going to get 1 of each. You're getting a treasure, you're going to get 1 of each. So you get 3 of each. If you have the third manufacturer, you get 9 of each. And if you have the fourth manufacturer, 27 of each. Oh, they actually know how their deck works. Okay, we're dead. Yay, they turn 3 dice. It's, yeah, powers of 3. So you start with 1, then you get 3, then you get 9, then you get 27, then you get whatever the next one up is. So this is for grindy matchups. This is probably not great here. Evoke, invest. Oh, the Clue Drifter. Yeah, I did think about that card. I haven't tried it yet. Clue Drifter with manufacturer is pretty nuts. It's 81. 81 would be 27 times 3. So if you have 4 Academy manufacturers in play and you spit out a single thing, you get 81 tokens. You get 27 treasures, 27 clues, and 27 food. Well, I don't have a fetch land to make this Wrenn and Six valuable. This hand kind of sucks. It's so close, but I don't think I can keep this. No cantrips. Like, I can play the Wrenn and Six on 2. It just doesn't matter. All right. We're praying on the top deck. Praying on that top deck. Master of the Bridge. Now, there's a name I've not heard in a long time. Long time. I don't remember exactly what he does. I know his plus is Drain Life. Is that the one? +2 deals X damage to each opponent. You gain X life or X the number of artifacts you control. Oh, you don't gain X life. Oh, you do. You do. It's the last clause. Well, that's annoying. Hopefully, either they don't have the turn 2 thing or their turn 2 thing is Azusa. Although with the cookbook and Wrenn and Six, this means next turn I will have enough artifacts to blast with Kicker. So that's big game, actually. I might have to save Double Blast for the for an eventual Titan. Okay, they're tanking. I'm just gonna fill up my water bottle. They didn't do anything. That's just lovely. Good old chair stream. Good old chair stream. Nothing beats that. Oh, shoot. I was meant to get an untapped land. Well, let's assume they're not going to Titan this turn. Maybe it'll work. Oh no, guys, they can Urza Saga a 1/1 construct. Oh, 2/2. 2/2. They can get a 2/2 construct this turn. Of course, the second amulet is the terrifying card they can get, but we don't talk about that. Wait, what now? Seriously? No way. Okay. Remember how I was going to double Galvanic Blast to Titan? Yeah, we might be doing that. We very much might be doing that. Okay. What a strange little game I found myself in. Yeah, they make their 2/2. It's gonna be a 3/3. God damn! They could even make 2 of them. Are they actually doing that? Wow. No, they're not doing it. I mean, I guess they still could, so I won't do anything yet. No, they tap their lands. They can't do it. Huh. Weird. The greed of 2/3/3s. Well, it just means they're not playing a Titan this turn, so I just kill one with a Galvanic Blast. It's not my favorite move, but like I want to. Oh no! What? What is that doing in your deck? I mean, it's fine, but like, what? Okay. They're missing their land drop this turn? This was your plan? Okay. Wild. Oh, no, they did have another land. Crazy. Have you folks seen my opponent? They're quite mad. They're insane. You are a crazy person, opponent. Not that I mind, but like, holy crap. Let's go up with Aether Vial. The only punish for this is if I draw a 3 this turn, because I want to pick up my Orion, and if I draw an Urza... No. Do I want to use this for Orion, though, the next turn? No, I definitely don't need to. All right, we just leave it on 3. Because if I draw Urza, that's fine. If I don't draw Urza, it's also fine. Of course. By the way, this deck is not playing a lot of lands at all. All right, go ahead. You've successfully diffused the threat of my Wrenn and Six. Opponent has picked an incredibly strange way to go about this game. And I'm okay with it, but it's weird. You're weird. Cavern. Drad. Really? Go figure. Yeah, this is why I held on to the Galvanic Blast. Especially with double Valakut in play. Can't stop that. Well, it might be, Roy. I don't know. We could definitely still lose. Get out of here. Gotta draw something. I think I'm gonna cook up one of these cards just because if I draw Urza, I want to be pre-maximized here for it. Yeah, I guess that's a thing that can happen. Okay. I had effectively 8 Urzas to draw to, and we just didn't hit one. Cryptic Command also would have been phenomenal. Didn't hit that. Because they can have an uncounterable Titan here. Oh well. Wait a minute, Roy. You're a grammar aficionado. Doesn't I can still be a trophy husband? That does not necessarily mean that you weren't one already. The way I read that is you thought that your time as a trophy husband was coming to a soon end, and that is no longer the case. That you will continue to be a trophy husband. I believe that can be read both ways, but you're the grammar expert. Wait, what? Yeah. Well, I don't think they can double strike it. Maybe they can. If they can double strike it, it means I have one chance here. Sorry, if they cannot double strike it. With an amulet out, anything's possible? Not with one amulet. 2 is a different matter. 1... Which is why I was shocked they didn't get the second amulet. Like, really, really not. I just don't understand. Probably depends on how you define it, Roy. I would say burn is likely the 100% longest running modern archetype. I can't imagine that burn is not the answer, right? Long live tier 1. Well, amulets shifted out of tier 1 within the last year or two, so that's definitely not true. Yeah, storm is ancient. It's actually Gilded Goose is more useful if I draw a manufacturer than Orion is. Zoo? Okay, Zoo is nowhere near tier 1. So first of all, there has not been a single deck in Modern that has never shifted out of tier 1. Any deck that's been in tier 1 has gone out of tier 1. Like, that's just a fact. I don't think that it would be reasonable to suggest anything. Jeez. Now I can gain an awful lot of life past the turn. So we have 65 cards in our deck. Out of those 65, how many of them are actually good? Oh, also the window has messed up again. need it to be right there. Yeah. So first of all, if you I think the reasonable question to ask is like at least fringe, right? Like what archetypes have been at least fringe, or the only reason they're not being played is that one of the most popular decks is just a slaughter. So for example, within the last 2 years, there was a period where Tron almost evaporated off the face of the earth. And the reason that happened was because Ponza was, the red-green mid-range deck, was the most popular deck by far for like about a month, about a year ago. A little bit more than a year ago. Ponza, the red-green mid-range deck, was the most popular deck by a ludicrous margin. And so Tron basically went extinct for a little while. But it still existed. Like, people still registered it. All right, and then they just get Dryad. We're just dead here. All right. So, Cryptic Command, Urza, and an Academy, Academy Manufactor, and Recruiter were all great draws there. There's Recruiter. 1 turn too late. Hey, Secure the Waste is a fantastic card. I played that card a bunch in Pioneer. I love that card. All right, I'll be right back. All right, let's find some more exciting gameplay. Have you know that Esper control has always been perfect? Paying no attention to what we did pre-Jace. You mean Mind Sculptor? Or Jace unbanning. Yeah. Before Jace was unbanned. Well, the deck that was popular at that time in that vein was blue-white. And I know because I played against it with the Jace from Gatecrash block. Okay, can't keep that. Well, I could, but I'm not going to. Opponent keeps their 7. Can't keep that. Jeez. Alright, well. We're partway to a playable hand. Land Thoughtseize. Phew. No. Yikes. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. If it's like Esper, we're wrecked. Yeah, I mean old blue-white control is spreading seas. That is exactly what I mean. Damn it. If they play land go, I'm basically... I'm so ready to concede. We are never going to get over this. Damn. They're playing damn. Alright. Hold a 5. Can't find mana. We drew 4 cards on the draw. We know what that we're up against. They don't necessarily. So I'm looking for a hand that gets me a turn 2 Wrenn and Six. But we're on 80 cards, so it's not necessarily the easiest thing. Yeah. Someone asked me about it earlier, Muffins on a Hill, and that was basically what I said. Dam is a fine card, but the color requirements on it are a little bit too demanding. Yeah, and Vindicate. I mean, Vindicate is a much better card, though, than Dam, in my opinion. Or, what do I want to say? Much more influential. What Vindicate does, especially in black-white, is just, yeah. Yeah, and the thing is, you want to play Counterspell, Archmage's Charm, and Cryptic Command? Like, sorry, no way. Not happening. Those cards are all way better than what Dam does. The thing, too, is that Esper doesn't normally play a sweeper in the main deck. Now, right now, I think sweepers are better than they normally will be. But this is a perfect hand. All right. I like that.
Compadres,
Yeah, I have been.
it is
Odin's.
imperative that we crush the freedom
I only
fighters
added the Aether
before the
Vials
start
last
of the rainy
second
season.
at the
And
beginning
remember,
of this
a
league.
shiny new donkey
So
for whoever brings me the head
didn't
of
really
Colonel
have time
Montoya.
to process how and where and why I would try to work as Morano Mardekadiced and a cool Dakar into the deck. But it's definitely something I'm tempted on. Thanks for the follow, Doom Vendor. All right. Yeah, I mean, replacing one Go for the Throat with Dam is like a fine thing you could do, but I feel like in the matchups where you're really pressured to like do stuff, that you're gonna be like, oh well, Dam isn't at instant speed, and sometimes the fact that like the Wrath just isn't all that useful. So I don't know. I'm not saying one or the other. I'm just saying I'm unconvinced. Well, that was imperfect timing. Pick this up. Put this down. Put this down. Put this down. There we go. Didn't hit a single artifact. Yikes. I did put a recruiter in my graveyard. That sucks. It's actually not that bad at all. I mean, I could do that, Odin's, although 10 is just a big ass. Huh. Yeah, alright. It's a little late for that, but alright. You can't say Fibblethip, and they come out with a harder one. I mean, in my opinion, Terror, most people are not saying oh no, what did I miscount? Oh, it's the Steam Vents. Okay, it's fine. We still get to play the Urza. That was quality punt. Because Fibblethip shouldn't be Fibblethip. Fibblethip should be pronounced like the creatures from Rock Bottom on SpongeBob. Teferi. Okay. Bounce my construct? Sure. Fine by me. Well, you tried, opponent. So this time we're good. It's been a bunch of SpongeBob references today. I don't know why. I like it. I definitely don't have a problem with it.
Clang, clang, clang with the trolley. Ring, ring, ring with the bell. Zing, zing, zing with my heartstrings.
Thank you.
Whee! Alright, you got it, Fairy. They're bouncing nothing? Wow. That is desperation. Desperation time for this Esper Stoneblade deck. Recently played and created in its current modern form by Aspiring Spike. And currently going to the cleanup step and just discarding a card. Whoa, Doctor. That's no good. So let's plus this vial so I can just reset Urza at instant speed if I want to. That's a good draw. So let's go combat. They can't sacrifice anything right now, so they don't have Revolt for a theoretical Fatal Push. Okay. So now we go tap the Spellbomb. Spellbomb my Urza. What? I killed the Teferi. Oh no! Oh no! Oh my god. Brutal. Alright. Well, I haven't played a land yet, so I guess I'll just spin my Urza. Jesus. What an incredible. What a punt. Just hit a backup Urza. Cookbook's fine. Cookbook gets the Urza back. Alright. Sure. Ugh. Brutal. Jeez. Guess I shouldn't have gotten greedy with the construct there. Still, in a good spot. Yeah, it's not even eventually. I'll do it next turn if I want to. I will likely do it next turn. Urza's so insane on this board. I mean, it depends on what they play. If they go land Batterskull, it's like, sure. Okay. I could have that turn. What turn? I'm still on the same turn where my Urza died, right? Unless I'm misunderstanding what you're saying, Odin's. So I could return the Urza right now. Then put my vial up. I kind of like that. I could also get the Recruiter. Oh, yeah. I suppose I could have. But I'm just not taking the vial up this turn. So I didn't need to do that during my upkeep. But I did want to do it proactively because now I can get my cookbook back. Alright, this seems like a fine spot. Don't really feel like Stoneblade's going to be able to beat me with their end of turn play. Yeah. Yeah. Brainstorm. They already have a million cards in hand. One of them's Batterskull, one of them's Stoneforge Mystic. No, one of their Stoneforges is dead. Well, we'll see. The most scary thing would be like Vindicate Wrath, but they don't have enough mana for that. They just go instep? Interesting. Here's Urza. Bang. Snap. Okay. They have activated Flooded Strand this turn, so they can push. We have Spellbomb and Cookbook to protect Urza here. So let's see if they can get through it all. Oh, even if they can, I have enough mana to crack the Cookbook, or float the mana, crack the Cookbook to pick the Urza back up again. I feel like they should have pushed the token. Like, they get to defend their Jace here, but I'm just not afraid of that. I see. Okay. I got my Recruiter. Well, here's my 9/9. Let's put the counter on it. Go to combat. Attack Jace. Ooh, holy jumpin' Josephat.
You can run,
that is
but
the
you
biggest
can't
raid I've
glide.
ever received. Hi, Gabe. And friends. I have been a fan of Gabe since Mirrodin Block Constructed was a thing. I remember watching you play 12th Post or something. I say watching. It was only written coverage at the time. Well, you can hit exclamation point. Oh yeah, Tooth and Nail. That's right. You did. Yeah.
I have nothing to offer you but my
Holy
love.
jumpin'.
I specifically said no
I'm
geeks.
going to assume
But
this
my
is
mom
partially
says I'm
because
cool.
of the Magic the Gathering song parody thing I made the other day, or maybe it's just happy coincidence, but I just want everyone who just joined us to know how much I really appreciate that. Oh my. We're going nuts here, huh? Okay. Should I stop now in case they have a Wrath? Well, I don't have to, because I have the Vial for Urian. They can't have an instant speed Wrath unless they have Teferi plus and into the Wrath. Oh, and then even then I have the Urian, so it's
I
fine.
have nothing to offer
This
you but
deck is
my
insane.
love.
It's insane.
I specifically said no geeks.
Earlier today we
But
attacked
my mom
for
says I'm cool.
30. Sorry, for 60 something with two 30 plus tokens.
Compadres, it is imperative that we crush the freedom
Thanks,
fighters
everyone, for
before the start of the
follows.
rainy season.
I'm
And
just
remember,
gonna turn
a
off the
shiny
follow
new
alerts just
donkey
because
for
it's
whoever
gonna
brings me the
completely
head
obliterate
of Colonel
the
Montoya.
gameplay for now. I don't think so, Gabe. I think Urza Saga is being overrated by anyone who says it's insane. If anyone's telling you Urza Saga is insane, I think they're probably a Titan player.
I have nothing to offer you but my love.
I specifically
that's just them
said
showing
no
it to me.
geeks.
But my mom says I'm cool.
Hold on. Alerts. Where's the alerts thing?
Compadres, it is imperative that we crush the freedom fighters before the start of the rainy season. And remember, a shiny
probably
new
insane in
donkey
Titan.
for whoever brings me the head of Colonel Montoya.
But the thing is, in Modern, it tends to fall down because of the artifacts available are just not as good. Like, there's literally not anything you can get that is like a reliable mana producer. You can't get artifact lands, and none of the Moxes just work. So that's a problem for a deck like this. Okay. So they could have instant speed removal. Oh, it's end step. I should have put a stop in second main phase. That's okay. I think Saga's going to be a very good card. I just don't think it's like broken in half or anything silly. Okay. Probably crack this clue end step too. There we go. Okay. Yeah, chapter 2 has been insane for this deck. That has definitely been the standout part of that card. Okay. Well, if I attack them, I could make my construct into not quite lethal. If I play Aether Vial, it's 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, we can make it lethal. Yeah, the Vial on 5 is for my Urian to protect me from Wraths. So let's go combat. This is a lethal construct attacking them. Or it would have been. Cryptic Command. Rats. If I can draw a Cryptic Command in response, which I can try to do, we'll be fine. But I don't know if I'm supposed to do that. I wasn't expecting Stoneblade to be playing so much counter magic and stuff. But I guess this is the shape of Stoneblade nowadays. It's not so much of a tempo deck. Yeah, I do too, but I mean, you just click on it. It just tells you. I mean, I think we just stay where we were. I'll make a food in response. Oh, sorry. I'll make all these things in response. Okay. Yeah, I forgot my goose was going to do that. Let's play this land so I can crack 2 clues and pass the turn. Keck W. Yeah, so that goose just hatched 9 tokens. Just... They're fate sealing me? That's terrifying. Sure is a goose. You know it. You know it. Stop on second main. Well, if I yeah, actually it's probably worth doing, right? So manufacture is a replacement effect. So basically what happens is that the first manufacturer replaces your thing with getting 3. The second one replaces each of those 3 with 3, and so on and so forth. So each time you go up by a power of 3. So you go from 1 to 3 to 9 to 27 to 81, I believe it was. 81 sounds right. So you might be about to see some serious fireworks here. Does Moto even have a UI for more than 3 rows? It does. It's not clean, but you're about to see it, I believe. All right, who's ready for Moto to lag? I know I am. And triggers. Oh, sorry, not yet. Now triggers. Here it goes. This is not even insane yet. We can make way better than this. Activate the cookbook. We go Mua. Need to go for Mua. Not enough. Oh, I should have reset the Aether Vial, because technically I want it on... Well, not technically. I want it on 4. Upkeep, Snapcaster. Sure. You're a lot of fun, opponent. Sure. So, let's play Cookbook this turn. Thanks for follow Lansanai. So it costs 2 mana to activate the goose, which then immediately pays me back the mana I put in and then some. So Cryptic's gonna resolve. Computer is huffing, by the way. Marionette Master. You know what? I was actually thinking of it, but the problem is that that has 3 power, and we're playing Imperial Recruiter Bison. So Recruiter not work so good there. Okay. So in theory, I could spin Urza until I find a my Walking Ballista, unless I boarded it out. I don't think that I did. Maybe I did. Sorry, this is the first league with this deck, so I haven't really ironed it all out yet. Oh, Marionette's a 1/3? Sorry, I thought it was a 3/3. That'll show me for thinking cards could be reasonably priced and printed. Sword of Feast and Famine. Opponent not giving up is weird. I mean, they might have another Cryptic Command. Yeah, Fling's been suggested before. I'm not really about Fling. Go for Cryptic Lock? Can they? Oh, with Jace and Snapcaster? Yeah, if they had a couple more Cryptics. The thing is, the next time that they try to Cryptic me on my turn, I'm just going to spin like 80 times until I find it with Urza. I don't want to have to do that, but like I will. So this is what, Caldra Complete? Batterskull, which does not have haste. Interesting choice. When you say Cryptic Loch, I assume you mean like Loch, like I will not escape. Whereas Snap Cryptic is only up to 8. Snapcaster. For what? Vindicate? I mean, go for it. I'm interested. I don't know what you're up to there, opponent. What did they target? Is it Vindicate? I would assume. Destroy the construct. I have another one. Just to save my time, this will resolve. I could also spin into a Veil here. All right. Unfortunately. Well, actually, the best thing to do would be to crack clues in terms of time management. The problem is we're just going to time out here. And not for good reasons like Gabe does. All right, 4 draws should be a good place to start. I just don't want them to hit me with this sort of Feast and Famine. And so because that untaps all their mana. No, we're not casting free stuff because I'm just cracking clues, because cracking clues is more click efficient than trying to spin Urza. How do we win game 3? I'm not really worried about that. I'm still very much in the playtesting phase with this deck, so I just don't care about winning game 3. You know what? If they win by timeout, that's fine by me. My deck did good work, and that's what I care about. We're in the Brewers phase here. Lonis has been insane. There was a previous game that was almost entirely won on the back of Lonis, so that card has been nuts. Of course they concede now. I'm gonna kick the client on sideboarding. With this amount of clues, couldn't we win Fast as Oracle? We could, but that's just unnecessarily. Tyler is cool indeed. Tyler is cool indeed. I have had a deck with Song of Creation last year. That was one of the first decks I was known for, sort of, in Magic Online. There was this Urza, Kinnan, Urian deck that we played with Song of Creation. And that deck, there was a version we built with Fastest Oracle as well. That's funny. Yeah, Grinding Station could do it too. I think better than Grinding Station might be like Altar of the Brood, because you could get Altar of the Brood with Urza's Saga and Trinket Mage. Thank you.
Clang, clang, clang with the trolley.
Key long.
Ring, ring, ring with
K-long.
the bell. Zing, zing, zing
long.
with my heartstrings.
Thank you.
K3 Kenton.
Clang, clang, clang with the trolley.
God.com.
Ring, ring, ring with the bell.
I assume that was supposed to be
Zing, zing, zing with my
www.god.com.
heartstrings.
Thank you.
Oh.
Compadres,
for the follow
it is
there,
imperative that we crush the freedom fighters before the start of the rainy season. And remember, a shiny new donkey for whoever brings me the head of Colonel Montoya.
kind of tricky with sideboard and Stoneblade. Kind of split up how they attack you. But Aether Vial, or Aether Spellbomb and Aether Vial were both insane in that game. Thanks for the follow, Schmucksterduck. Schmucksterduck as a name. It's a shiny new donkey. We'll probably go down to one of those and maybe trim a manufacturer. One of Ballista feels pretty okay here. Although I guess I have to just straight up resolve it. Yeah, Spellbomb and Emry definitely reasonable against Rhino. Helix Pinnacle would be an amazing way to win the game. I was actually tinkering with that with the new Enchantress cards. Because one of them is the what do you call Sarah's Sanctum? Like it taps equal to the number of enchantments you have. And so if you set up a lock where all your enchantments have Shroud with 2 secluded groves and all that nonsense, then you could win the game with Helix Pinnacle. I'm not sure that that's like something I actually want to do, but certainly consideration. Yeah, you can do that. Tyler is cool, and that's one of the nice things about this deck, where it's like sometimes if you get to those time concern games, you just cast Ballista out of your graveyard every turn and like deal 10, and that usually eventually gets you there. Okay, so Saga. Cookbook. Emry. Aether Spellbomb, alright. On the way. Any thoughts on a version of this with Feasting Troll King? I don't know if I'm that interested in that.
Clang, clang, clang with the trolley. Ring, ring, ring with the bell. Zing, zing, zing with my heartstrings.
Thank you.
Just mentally, I'm not putting those things together.
I have nothing to offer you but my love.
I specifically said no geeks.
But my mom says I'm cool.
Yeah, the Hollow One deck is like just generally quite interesting.
I specifically said no geeks.
But my mom says I'm cool.
I'm not going to be able to activate this Saga.
I have nothing to offer you but my love. Man, I keep messing up with this card right now.
I'm just not used to it
I specifically said no geeks.
Alright, so we're going to lose the Saga for no value.
Says I'm cool. I have nothing to offer you but my love.
I specifically said
yeah,
no
I know,
geeks.
Terror.
But my mom says I'm cool. I have nothing to offer you but my love.
I guess I could.
I specifically said no geeks.
Scene.
But my mom says I'm cool.
Sorry, this has never happened.
I have nothing to offer you but my love.
I specifically, compadres, it is imperative that we crush the freedom fighters before the start of the rainy season.
No, it's not broken.
And remember,
sorry. First of all, it was way too
whoever
loud.
brings me the head of Colonel Montoya.
Yeah, whatever. I'll just turn down the overall sound. Sorry. So what the hell happened? I played my Spellbomb. No, I want to accept Twitch chat's love. I love the love, but I need to handle my shit. And I'm gonna lose this game to timeout because there's just too much stuff going on. I apologize to everyone. I'm not used to having numbers like this in a chat this dense and a million followers all at once. Yeah. Gabe rated us. Good human. Alright. I escalated quickly. I mean, it happens. That's when you least expect it. Alright, so they're getting their Batter Skull in. And I'm gonna lose. I mean, I'm gonna be able to make one construct with my Saga, which is not too bad. I'm not really afraid of the Batterskull unless they have a 4th land and a sword. Then I'm terrified. Okay. Like, I already have the Aether Spellbomb in play, so we just bounce this token eventually. If they also have Jace this turn, that would also be pretty bad. All right. Hopefully I've handled the volume on the follows. Thank you, everyone, for the big... Jeez. All right. We'll just cook her back in eventually. Well, I want to blame the See My Decks music video thing that I made, but somehow I don't think that was it. Just with the way the timing worked out. All right, let's go get another cookbook. All right, opponent, this is my 7/7. There are many other like it, but this one is mine. The Food Madness deck that Doomwake was on. No, but I think that's the best Asmora Anomar Dice in a Cool card deck that exists. Fuck. Jeez, what a draw. Look how tight and aggressive their draw is. It's like they're the one who needs to win this game on time. Yeah. Shoot. But they can equip the Batterskull next turn, so this is not a permanent solution. Okay. Land. Tap land. Oh, we're not dead. At least we're not all dead. We're only mostly dead. What? Why? Why are you playing that? Oh no. Uh God damn it, Esper Control Blade. Oh, rough. Yeah, well, I punted the earlier phase of this game. I should have had a second construct, which would have actually been a huge deal. So don't punt with your incredibly powerful cards, people. It's a bad move. Just generally a poor life decision. Could put a Manufactor into play, or at least just try to cast it. I think once this gets countered, we're done for, though. Yeah. All right. All right. We're just not going to win this on time. I'm not going to worry about it too much. So sequence your lands correctly with Urza's Saga. Don't be so behind on time that you have to do it badly, is the lesson from that game. That's a tough matchup, but I think we definitely could have won that. Deck unconfirmed for a bad card. If this guy's deck isn't running it, there's nothing it could possibly fit in. Are you talking about the opponent's deck, Jolly Flying Man, or my deck? Because this deck wouldn't run it because we're not playing black or white. So I assume you're talking about the opponent's deck. Well, you don't know that they weren't playing it, though, right? Because that card is probably a 1 to 2 copies of, I would think. I would play 1 or 2. Yeah, I would play 1 or 2 of that card, and I would play it. I would play it at least for a week or two. See more than one league's worth of data is probably the kind of thing you would need. They were playing Teferi in game 1 in the deck I'm against here, which I think Teferi is a meta call right now. Teferi 3 is not normally something it's being tried of as a 2 of. Yeah, that makes sense to me, especially if you're playing Batterskull and or Cauldron Complete, because it gives you a way to use those cards without spending a grotesque amount of mana, assuming your Stoneforge Mystic gets killed. Plus, it's just a good removal spell. Surveil 2 as an uptick, I mean, it's not worth a card, but does it make sense to throw in a Blightsteel? It does not. But you can do it. If you want to hear about crazy brew things, I host a podcast called the Serum Visions Podcast with 2 other crazy artifact brewing kind of people, and that's us there. We're recording tomorrow morning for the first time with Modern Horizons cards available, so definitely talking a lot about Academy Manufactor. Yeah, this hand is fine in the dark. Turn 1 Emry if I want it. See what we're up against. Opponent mulls to 6. Yeah, I'll go turn 1 Emry against that. Did I find the last Heliod player? Good flip. Another Bauble and a Manufactor. Ballista. Oh, it is Heliod. Gosh, I hope they don't have the Utopia Sprawl in another forest. Okay, there's half of that. Please no. Be gentle, opponent. Be gentle! I can't take it! They put the Sprawl on the non-basic. Okay. Interesting choice. Are they willing to blow an entire Walking Ballista on... No, they're not. Oh, yes, they still can. Gosh, that's ridiculous. Yay! Being on the draw! Oh. Yeah. Well. My opponents put one of their combo kills into the graveyard, so that's helpful. And no matter how much life they gain with this deck, we can definitely kill them. Lonis. We got 5 mana, 2 cards in hand. I really hope one of them is not a collected company. Arcus Acolyte. Has to be good in something. That card is strong for a 2-drop. What is Arcus Acolyte? I don't know what Arcus Acolyte is. Spike Feeder. Yep. It's a big boy. Yes, and? Oh, yeah, I saw that one. Yeah, it's probably good in something. I don't know what. Goose? Shoot. So next turn I want to play Saga, Urza, Trinket Mage. So next turn we go completely bonkers. So I'll save this for a cabin. Oh, but I wanted to play the Saga. Well, I can't have everything. Okay. As long as I don't die this turn, I might be able to actually win this. So, here's to not death. So I'm about to play a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. God. I mean, we're not dead. It's just a pain in the ass. Ugh. We had to stumble for one turn, didn't we? All right. This is not that good of a play from them, so I get to recover reasonably well from that. Uh-oh. Why are they doing that during combat? I don't like this. Oh, they're going to add an extra counter. Sure. Yeah. Wait, what? Okay. So, Saga... Saga means I get more constructs next turn, or I can go Cabin, Cookbook, Trinket Mage. Here we go, Cabin this turn. I need to maximize the value on this turn. So Cabin, Urza. Cookbook. Oh, I can't play the mage. Damn, I needed the clues from Lonis. If I hadn't stalled for one turn, I would have been able to play Trinket Mage, Lonis. Trinket Mage would have gotten me a clue last turn, plus searched up Mox Amber or some such. Oh no, Mishra's Bauble. I only have the Mishra's Bauble as the zeros now. Okay. So they can move the counters from the Spike Feeder. I'm just dead. Yeah, just barely, but I'm dead. Again, just on the draw here, we got taken apart. On the play, we would have been totally fine, which is fine. That's okay. I think my sideboard for this matchup is reasonable. We got a bunch of burn spells. These guys. And that's really all I need. Definitely want this. Definitely want that. Definitely want this. No, don't need that one so much. Let's go Cookbook. No, I just shave a couple of abundant growths. Sure. All right. Let's do it. Game the second. Yeah, Outlast has always been only as a sorcery. It's just part of that mechanic. Sure. You can use the ability at instant speed or the other creatures. Wait, what? So Arcus Acolyte has Reach, Lifelink, Outlast for green/white. Each other creature you control with a +1/+1 counter has Outlast green/white. Well, so Outlast, you have to tap the creature? Yeah. Ooh, holy jumping. I didn't know you had so many people watching you, Gender. I apologize for denying you gameplay earlier, but I was on a terrible, terrible build of one of these decks. I was supposed to play that Aether Vial, and I got distracted and I clicked on the wrong card. That's fun. I like that I did that. That is going to be really bad for me. Well, shoot. Wow, that's so bad. Oh my god, why am I playing so badly? Alright, well, we're leaving the Arbor Elf in play. Heliod be damned. They won't have Arbor Elf into Sprawl 2 games in a row, surely. Nice. Well, thanks to a raid from Gabe, we spiked up to 300 here, so that was big deal. Oh, come on! Oh, can't catch a break. Thanks, Kawaii Dragon, for the follow there. Jeez. Brutal. I guess I go Recruiter for Urza. Urza next turn is going to be pretty okay. Jeez. Academy Manufactor not working for rocks was a serious oversight. Are you saying you should get 4 different tokens and one of them they should be the rock tokens of Togo Goblin Weaponsmith? Because if that's what you're saying, I agree with you. But he's already insane with I swear the alert box is broken. It just keeps playing on my end. Maybe I could just turn it off so you guys don't have to deal with that. It's not blocking gameplay now, at least. So I apologize for anyone who hits the follow button anytime right now, because I'm not going to hear anything and I'm not going to see anything. I mean, I could see it if I pay enough attention. They have the collected company? Or is Heliod finally? Jeez, Ranger Captain. Brutal. Gets the Ballista. Yep. Okay. Take my 2. Huh. Yep, I got the forests. Manufacturer should work with Goblin Kaboomist. Togo needs some love. Well, Togo's not modern legal, so that's a bit of a problem for modern players, I think. You're not going to get Modern Horizons 2 players up in arms so that a Modern Horizons 2 card that is legal in Modern doesn't interact with a card that isn't legal in Modern. It's just, it's going to be a tough sell. You know what's crazy? You can't Imperial Recruiter for Asmar and Omardic Dice in a Kuldakar. Which, like, obviously you can't, but it's weird because she has null mana cost. It's like, she should be small enough for you to recruit her for her. Can we unban Lynn Civvy in Mercadian Mask block constructed? Only if we can unban Lingering Souls in Innistrad block constructed. Not that I actually care about that. No. What? Oh, that's just... Oh. That's so gross. I mean, I could Spellbomb it in response. I don't want to. Fine. Jeez. Rude. Rude. You're rude, opponent. Jesus. Heliod deck is just savagery today. Their mid-range game is just crushing me. I never had a Wrenn and Six to take down the Arbor Elf, so that's certainly not helping. But like I know they have Walking Ballista. We're basically just dead, right? Like the pressure is too much. I'm not gonna be able to keep up again. Just barely too. That's so so close. Yeah, I'll take it. Lingering Souls was banned in Innistrad block construct. Yeah. And Intangible Virtue. There you go. Yeah. Okay. Huh. So they have another path? Okay, that's a great draw. Alright. Well, don't have the escape button this time. But if they don't have a path, I have Cryptic next turn, which is big game. Please no, opponent. Mercy one time. Leaving the one untapped is like correct for them. If they have Veil or... Okay, good. Last turn, I would have played the Manufacturer here, but now I have enough mana for Cryptic Command. Last turn, I was going to be one short, so... No. Come on, what is that? Jeez. So I guess I bounce their Spike Feeder? Hey, wow, thanks for the Prime sub there, friend. Seems like I did something correctly with my alerts because the sub song is not playing. If I bounce the Spike Feeder, though, I will fail to draw a card. Wow. No, only if they sacrifice it. Could counter the path, bounce the Spike Feeder. It's actually probably fine. Yeah, alright. Sure. Means I'm considerably closer to just killing them next turn. So, JPB, thanks for the Prime sub there. Anyone else who does have a Prime sub, those Jeff Bezos bucks, and you have not used them anywhere else, you can use them here, but make sure you use them somewhere. No, not another Skyclave. Please no. Jesus. What a draw from them. Path, Skyclave, Skyclave. None of it tutored. And they have Walking Ballista. They can't quite kill me. Be damn close. Save them for a trip on his rocket? Well, that's not how that works. It's not how the Prime subscriptions work. You should spend them every month and then coerce the streamers to reimburse you for your money and then save that money for the rocket trip. Maybe you'll accept Prime memberships for a trip on the rocket. Maybe. Gosh, this is so brutal. Jump block some damage here. Oh, thanks. I hope my YouTube stuff is somewhat valuable to people. Yeah, spend the Bezo bucks you're already paying for them. That is correct. That is what I said in a much more inept way. Okay, well, this is kind of neat. A little too late, probably, but... Get one food. Get, like, a bunch of food. So, we stumbled ever so slightly, and the opponent had quadruple removal in the Heliod hand. But otherwise we're damn close. I mean, they can't... I'm not dead on board. They can't actually kill me with what they have right now, so... I'm not counting myself out yet, but definitely not looking good. 2/9/9 constructs. Looking damn good. I could swing with both and force blocks. They only have to block one. They crack back for... Yeah, I can't attack here. Close, though. So I know they have Spike Feeder in their hand. That doesn't help them this turn unless they also have a Heliod and 1 more mana. If they do, I'm dead. But that's, you know, that's where we're at. Of course. Of course. How could they not have another Skyclave Apparition? So which one do they take, I wonder? I'm guessing Manufacturer. I would take Manufacturer if I were them. But I wouldn't be surprised if they took Lonis. I think they're waffling now. Which is kind of great. It's fun when your opponent doesn't know what to do with your cards. Because I sure as hell don't. Tank, 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 tank. Take the Lonis. Interesting. Took the non-artifact creature. Whoa, dredge the bed. Come on now. This deck is fantastic. What are you upset about? Alright, we can top deck Cryptic. Venture Brothers movie in 2025. Is that confirmed? Heliod Sun Crown on top. Alright, we're almost definitely dead. 2 shots at a Cryptic. Alright, hold on now. Confirmed a movie. Awesome. And crack a clue. I'm shrinking my constructs, unfortunately. Let's find a fetch land that'll grow them back up again. Okay. So I can crack 2 foods and then... Alright. Forcing blocks out of them is probably the best thing to do here. Because they have to deal with a lot of moving pieces to try to kill me. Alright, opponent, you better block up. Otherwise, you're gonna be dead. Alright. Let's go through for a little more. Oh, wait, I can kill them. That's funny. They're dead. That's awesome. Hey, opponent, I just hit you for 10. You have feelings, opinions? No spike feeders in play? I don't know, kill ya? Unlimited power! Got him. Nice infinite life deck. And just like that, we're going to game 3. Thanks for the follow there, Mr. Fahrenheit. That's right. Now do classical gas. I should probably have Trinket Mage in this matchup. Oh well. Yeah, sounds good. First time I have drawn a Wrenn and Six. That's nice. Turn 1 Vial, turn 2 Wrenn and Six. It is just a value pile Martinez DP. Just a value pile. I'm trying to bring back the wonderful world of Urza midrange. The combo, such as it is just to make an ungodly amount of... I mean, you can set up in a way fairly easily to draw your entire deck with an Urza and some Academy Manufacturers. Money pit the deck. Yeah, there you go. Okay, well, our curve's going to be really good. If we were on the play, this would be easy peasy. I'm just, as a human being, leagues have been going fine, Jig. I haven't like done super nutso in any of them, but things are working. Aether Vial over Mox Amber is a big win for me. I know it's sacrilege, but I just have to tell you, it's been a big win. Yes, that's what I said when I did it, Jig. I knew it was heresy. Huh. I get more value by not playing the goose right now, so I'm not going to. Opponent appears to be F6'd. Do they have the combo in hand? There's realistically nothing I can do about it. Probably want a second Stomping Ground in the deck. Alright, good to know. Alright. If they go to infinite, we're going to play this out. I'm pretty sure we can beat it. But they're not going to be able to do that by not drawing lands. So let's go discard cabin, make a food. 3 is where we want the vial. Exactly for this card. Oh, we're about to do all the nuts. Turn's about to be cracked. Yes, it is. So, triple. Triple. Just for good measure. Oh, baby. A triple. How's Lonis been? Fine. Fine. Can we hear Ryan? Not quite. 3, 4, 5. Oh, Cookbook gets me another 1. But no. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, not enough. Opponent conceded. Oh my god. Ridiculous. I will take it. Buruya and Mr. Fahrenheit, if I didn't hit your follows, thank you so much. Oh, we got one more to go here. We're fighting it out today, jeez. We cram Time Warp in here. Yeah, we definitely could. But what's better than Time Warp in these decks, Luke, is probably Time Sieve. Muffins on a Hill, I don't actually have one in the main deck, although we could easily add one Altar of the Brood in the main deck or the sideboard to deck the opponent. Yeah, Time Sieve is definitely better in this deck than Time Warp. It's quite easy for this deck. With a Gilded Goose and a Manufacturer, you could almost definitely go infinite with Time Civ. All right, won the die roll. Turn 2 Emry, and I have a bunch of cantrips, but I can't do all of it. I'll keep this. Turn 1 growth, try to hit a land. See what happens. It's not great, but it's not bad. That'll do. We have Gilded Geese and we have Abundant Growths at the moment, so we're pretty able to play any colors that we want to in very small numbers. Also, usually the way I play Time Civ is by playing some Karn the Great Creators in the deck list, which this deck could definitely play some Karn the Great Creators. So you play Karn the Great Creator, or you play like one Time Civ somewhere in your deck, and you just eventually find it if you need it, and then you can go infinite from there. Is growth over compass? Yes. I believe that's how Mord did that. Compass doesn't draw a card, man. I like the compass, and I used it hard, but it's you can't play that card. You can't do it. It doesn't. It's so bad when you mull to a 5 and one of the cards you want to keep is compass to make your Emry cheaper. Like, Abundant Growth is almost just better. This deck could easily run Reverse Engineer, which would be 2 CMC, draw 3. Say that to your trophy? I will. I'll say it to your trophy all day. Jake, people trophy with bad decks all the time. You know that, and I know that. It's one of the beautiful things about Magic and Modern. People trophy with bad decks all the time, or with cards with bad cards in their deck. It's nothing to be. Yeah. You're also the master of almost trophying with bad decks. We hit a Manufactor. I'm assuming my Emry's going to die here, but... And on top they have Kolaghan's Command. Oh, Lord. A Navigator's Compass. Yeah, that's right. Always remember, Scred won a GP. Number 1 card I like from Modern Horizons 2 is this one right here. Academy Manufactor. I think this card is great. Awesome. Crap. Kind of needed that. Well, maybe we'll just draw the land we need. That's not the one I need. That is. All right. So at least we're going to get a construct or 2 out of this. And might be able to fight out against whatever they're doing over there. Well, Thassa's Oracle was meant to be printed. It just wasn't supposed to be the card that it is today. Thassa's Oracle was a different card until the last second, and that different card was going to be fine, apparently. Yeah, the win the gain ability that they apparently added at the absolute last second without really testing it at all. That's the problem. But at least it's not like some of the other cards that they have printed over the while where they're like, this is a card that we're printing into a standard set that is a, quote, shot at Modern. And my response to that is, why are you printing something into standard that's a shot at Modern without testing it in Modern. What are you doing? Why is this an idea you're entertaining? But yeah, exactly. Well, and in Standard, like, Standard Oracle was not a thing. This is fine. This is essentially a 1-for-1. Yeah. I don't love it, but it's fine. I don't think that's particularly fair, Terror, but I understand the feeling. So we're playing against Red Jund, essentially. Oh no, it's Mardu mediums. I just noticed the Godless Shrine. Yeah, Kaya's Guile is actually quite good against this deck. Oh, it was Gabe Nassif and Dome, Larynx Punchworthy. Those I got 2 raids. Biggins. Modern Horizons 2 is out on Magic Online. Okay. Yeah, Hollow One with Root Wallace is definitely something I'm going to play soon. Probably tomorrow night. Maybe Monday night. They took my goose. I don't like that. My goose! Oh, that's a good draw. Now let's do this first. Monkey is very pricey. Well, Manufactor is almost has good timing here. I mean, it will be if it sticks around at all. They have 2 cards in hand. Probably both removal and or discard. But, oh, I put a Thought Monitor in my graveyard. That could end up working out okay. My one of. Call the deck Hollow Lizards. I doubt it. Because it's probably going to be called Cookin' with Asmorano, Marduk, a Dice, and a Cool Dakar. Hey, look. Their hand is going to be all removal. Who knew? Now that guy has got... Oh, no, Lingering Souls. Okay. No, that's not too bad. I could fight that. Doesn't attack. Yeah, you can't really. All right, we can fight back here. See you, Cryptic. Catch you on the flip side. Someone's in the kitchen with Asmora and a Marduk, a Dice, and a Cool Dakar. Someone's in the kitchen, I know. Someone's in the kitchen with Asmora. Ah! I can't do that to a song right now. Asmora and a Marduk, a Dice, and a Cool Dakar is already hard enough. I can't do it now to a song. Not yet, soon. Alright, I will attack you for 8, opponent. Thoughts? Opinions? What's that? Does anyone have a family member? Because I'm assuming the people here probably don't watch. What is the really terrible Food Network human being? And everything she does is like, oh, it's like 90% store-bought and 10% homemade. Is Monkey broken? Oh my god. What? Well, they bored the manufacturer. Pioneer Woman. Paula Deen. What is the name of her program? I'm sure it's horrifying. No, not Rosie O'Donnell. Rosie O'Donnell's not on the Food Network. She wants to eat the Food Network, but Paulidine's Old School? Am I thinking the right one? Probably. Oh, Rachel Ray, that's the one. So you need whatever Rachel Ray's program is called. That's what you need your Esmore Decadustin Akuldakar deck name to be reminiscent of. You know what's kind of cool here? So I play the Gingerbread Cabin. I can sack my cookbook for 1, 2, 3, 4, pick up Thought Monitor, and play it. Which is exactly what I'm going to do. Unless I have an Urza. I do have an Urza. I could wait until their end step and do that. They have 0 cards in hand. They have anything to flashback? They've got another Lingering Souls. I think the Thought Monitor is actually better right now. So let's attack for 8. Leagues are going good, Barbecue Hoss. It's a tough row today. Everyone's playing pretty competitive decks that I've run into. This game's going good, though. So pick up Thought Monitor. Actually, I guess picking up Emry was theoretically better there. But Thought Monitor could draw me into Recruiters or Urzas. Or there's tons of good draws off the Thought Monitor, so... It's not really one of them. Yeah, I'll just hold that. Having the card in hand is fine right now. Thought Monitor getting to stem the bleeding a little bit here is nice. And I have 3 foods in play that I can crack over the next couple turns if I need to. Yeah, the pre-order for this set, Unholy Civ, is ridiculous. Is pronouncing the Dika in Asmora as Disa rather than Dika somehow canon? I don't know about that part. I just know Cool Dakar is the ending. There's a MTG lore expert who I cannot remember the name of at the moment, and he had a tweet from like 2 years ago where he was talking about it. I think I'll be back on later. Jeez, that sucks. He had a tweet from a couple years ago where he was describing why she would likely not be getting a card at any time soon. And he pronounced it correctly there, but that middle bit I'm not so sure on the pronunciation. Just definitely Cool Dakar. That's all I know. Cool Dakar for sure. Cryptic's a good draw. It's also sort of non-suspicious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And Urian doesn't do anything for me right now. 20 characters long name. Yeah, it's close. Asmara, Nomara, Dicka into Cool Dakar. Oh, wait, I have triple abundant growth. Yeah, Urian does tons of work for me here. So let's go tap land, grab Urian. I'm just going to pass just because they've got the Season Pyro. Okay, first of all, Asmara is definitely female terror. She's a sort of what do I want to say? Analogy? No. What does that mean? What is the name of that? Oh, allegory. Sort of a allegorical reference to Scheherazade. All right. Name is 31 characters long. There you go. We have confirmation. The number was 31. Like food. Stabilize my health while I'm setting up this gigantic value noodle. They left up all their mana, which is somehow concerning. It probably shouldn't be. Like, I can't imagine what they could do with it, but... They've already played multiple Vindicates, and... Sorry, they've played multiple Vindicates. Yeah, Asmo, Asmora. These are all totally great pronunciation or nicknames. I believe Asmora is her nickname in canon. Like, as in other characters in Magic the Gathering stories call her Asmora. That is basically the story, yeah, the Joe Chaney. Liliana. I see. Definitely gonna sack Sky Noodle if they downtick. Yeah, alright. Sky Noodle down! Alright, opponent. Put growth on a fetch land to avoid sacking it. That is correct. A Mythic. That is definitely a thing you can do, and I have done before. Not doing it here, or at least not at the moment, because I actually do want to sacrifice my fetch lands to put in Gingerbread Cabins, because those give me artifacts. The artifacts will then be used to power out an Urza. Or rather, make the Urza I'm about to power out more powerful. So we go 1, 2, 3, Recruiter. Recruiter gets Urza. Urza ends game. I return to still not find Living End. Please, I'm so deprived of a linear combo deck. Dredge the bed. I don't have Coke. All I have is Velomachus brand Pepsi. Is that okay? I don't have your preferred brand of linear combo deck. So I'm just going to gain 3 life before they hit me, just in case they had double bolt or whatever. Isn't Living End Teamer now a Shardless and Outburst? I think so. I'm sure there's different builds. Because playing Shardless and the blue-white Cascade card, the enchantment, would put you in a good place in terms of not needing to play an off color that's like not really good. Violent Outburst it's obviously it's an instant, which is really good. Like, I get that. Ardent Plea, thank you. But if you wanted to play a bunch of Force of Wills with higher consistency, then that would probably be the place to go. Sorry, I got a hair in my mouth. Teamer with Agent and Subtlety. Yeah, or Teamer or Bant would be where I want to be, just so you can play as many blue cards as possible. All right. Oh, Soul Guide Lantern. 10 out of 10 here. And then Veil of Summer. Looked like all of their removal was black. So I think Galvanic Blast is probably not necessary. Just overpower everything. Go Trinket Mage. No, Ballista's pretty okay. Is that... Spellbomb. Well, Spellbomb can save our creatures, but I don't know. Yeah, let's just do it like that. There's definitely a lot of ways you can build Cascade decks right now. Like a lot. A lot. Yeah, I'll keep this against Mardu mediums. I know what I'm losing if I get Thoughtseized. How cognizant do we have to be able to playing around Blood Moon? I don't think two. The way their mana looked last game, Cool Cyclone, I think they would get pretty hosed, but I could be wrong. They took my goose. Interesting. So we'll get turn 1 Triome. Maybe they are going to Blood Moon me. If they are, we have no answers in our 75 realistically. They have another discard spell? Yeah, could be that too. I just never count on those things until I see them. Nope. They have a 1/3, so they don't really care about my Wrenn and Six. They might be setting up for Blood Moon. That's the thing. If they are, there's nothing I can really do about it, so. Veil the Blood Moon. Oops. Just Veil the Blood Moon. Doy. Freaking nerd. When you Violent Outburst on your opponent's turn, you can hold a Force Negation. Yeah, it's like a breach. That's why I say, like, Violent Outburst is very, 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 very good for those decks. I mean, it's nutter butters. All right, they can take whatever they want here. I really don't mind. Well, you don't just do it to cast Force of Negation, though, Terror. You can also reset and breach again on your turn. So it's both that you get to pitch for Force Negation if you want to, and then crush them in the main phase if that's what you want to do instead. Outburst is insane with rhinos. Hashtag Team Rhinos. Croxa. Because I'm taking 3. Rhinomania? Rhinomania's coming for you! Yeah. It's a good draw. I'll take that one. Lone Co fanboy. I don't know what that means, but I support your plight, Muffins on a Hill. I support your plight. So they shouldn't be able to Croxa this turn. Cascading into 2/4/4s less than cascading to 3+5/5s. Yeah, I mean, my personal preference is the Living End deck, I think. Has a soundbite of Rhinomania. What is Rhinomania? Is that a real thing? You don't know. Ionesco? Playwright of the Rhinoceros. Oh, so there's an actual wrestler who's Rhino focused? It just sounded so much like Hulkamania to me. Yeah, I knew it. I didn't know it, by the way. Yeah, that's really brutal, huh? I'm gonna put a blue mana into play. Well, thanks for the follow there, Lazarus MTG.
Make way for Willie, you bloated gasbug!
Okay. Well, they're not escaping their Croxa anytime soon. Like, we can play out of this. What are you doing? You discards Thoughtseize. Okay, but you Why would you do that to yourself? The lack of respect for your own value. My God. I'm sickened by my opponent. They just extra one themselves for nothing. You know? Good Lord, what a massacre. See ya, Croxa. Yoink. Name a relationship as off and on as Mana Symbol with Wrenn and Six. I love Wrenn and Six. What are you talking about? I've never in my life been disappointed by Wrenn and Six. I've been disappointed by the format. I've been disappointed by the fact that every single red creature has 2 toughness. Yeah, I mean I get that they're doing that with their channeler, but still. Like, they played a Blood Moon first. Why didn't they activate the channeler first? What if they flipped another Blood Moon and then they could have played that Blood Moon, right? Like, what was the purpose of their sequencing? I don't know. I don't think there was one. I think they just did it the way they did it. They attacked Wrenn and Six? Alright. Probably just pinging down the elemental. Like, I knew I'm losing Wrenn and Six, but I'm losing Wrenn and Six anyway. They don't have black mana? So let's see if I can draw an instant. I brought in Soul-Guide Lanterns and Veil. The Veil showed up at exactly the wrong time. How many geese left in the deck? 3. I don't know if an opponent who Blood Moons away 2 of their 3 colors will make sense. I agree. Well, that's why I wasn't afraid of the Blood Moon in the first place. I was like, there's no way they play Blood Moon. It's crazy. Their mana base last game, they would have had no color but red. Are you serious? Freaking Pillage? Vindicate I could respect. What? Oh my God. Brutal. Well, that's a damn good draw. Yeah, they are running Pillage. Insane. I think this is going to be... No, it's not necessarily going to be too late. And I can protect this from most spells that they could use to destroy it, although not Pillage. Good Lord. Were the ads for Magic? I will say Arena has had some spectacular ads. Oh, the Channeler's a 4/4. Uh-oh. I made a mistake. I didn't realize their Channeler was going to get leveled up so quickly. Wow. It's okay. I'm dumb too, Guma Noob. But you're not streaming. And your name says you're a noob. So you're legit. You're good. You're covered. Jeez. I'd be able to play it if I have my 1 island. Wow. Gosh, this is so brutal. Can't believe they're playing Blood Moon. That's so rude. Well, to be fair, digging more was not necessarily a mistake, but... Just top deck another Wrenn? It doesn't help. Unless you're specifically trying to be unhelpful, then well done. I could draw Lonis, which would give me 1 more turn. Draw Lonis, then draw Recruiter. Oh, okay. Yeah, that gives me another turn. Bottle Gnomes. Bottle Gnomes would keep me alive for a little while. Well, that was the hope, but they Blood Moon themselves out of this game. They don't get to cast spells anymore, but it doesn't matter because, right now Recruiter is a fantastic draw. Yeah, I'm assuming their hand is mostly black and white cards. You want to overrule the Blood Moon town? Well, I don't have any blue mana with which to play it, Larynx. so that wouldn't work. I don't think that they do either. I'm just saying they can't. Recruiter? I mean, I can play that, but it's not good enough. Jeez, what a stupid game. I would have been able to play through too if I had eaten their graveyard instead of that. But I goofed. Yeah, abundant growth. Let's keep all those. I didn't think in a million years they would blood moon me, but there it was. Blue Moon would be hilarious. Well, yeah, you would just play Boil. Yeah. Well, that's the reason they said they weren't printing one for Plains or for Island. They could make one for Mountain, because there's already Dry to the Elysian Grove for Valakut. I mean, that combo is already gross. All right. Good goddamn hand. Real good hand. Good lord. Season Pyromancer's 2 Madness Root Wallace? Well, that's just sick. Stack with Blue Moon and Choke. I mean, that's 2 3-mana enchantments, right? Come on, that's not... I don't think you get to pretend like that's like a particularly amazing thing to be doing. So I think I'm just going to Abundant Growth. Aether Vial is very vulnerable here. And then if they Thoughtseize me, they're kind of stuck between choosing. I know getting your Aether Vial on one is almost 100% the correct thing to do, but I'd almost rather have the Abundant Growth right now that I know that they're playing Blood Moon. Also, I probably should have bobbled there. It's okay. I'm not going to worry about it. No discard. Wild. Yeah. No, my foothills. Banished forever. Banished, I say. We're bobbling. Croxa. I guess I'm taking 3 damage. Most likely. Not playing Wrenn and Six on 2 can't be right. Well, not playing Aether Vial on 1 couldn't be right? But there it is. I did it. You can't stop me. Price of Progress should have been in Modern Horizons too. You know, there's some people who just want to watch the world burn. I didn't think that you were one of them Yogg's band. Maybe I should have, though. Good lord. Is it Blitz with Price of Progress? Yeah, Burn with Price of Progress. It's just everyone. Well, they gave him Flame Rift. Some people wanted that card. Don't know why, but they did. Does that have multi-kicker? I thought it's just kicker. Instant speed Goose. I like it. So we'll get the Misty Rainforest. This has my island hiding. Although... they Blood Moon me this turn. I don't need cabins active anytime soon. I know they have Vindicate in their hand, though. So I really don't want to play out my one island. I think they're going to go after Wrenn and Six with the Vindicate anyway. Probably should have played the Saga. Alright, whatever. Cookbook. Yeah, it's a land. It's an enchantment land. Its card types are, or its subtypes are Urzas and Saga. It is one of the coolest cards ever made. Yeah, it's an enchantment land. Kaya. Oh, that was unexpected. There goes my Aether Vial. Holy shit. Or the Abundant Growth. Holy crap, that's obnoxious. Taking my cookbook. Yeah. Alright. No. I was supposed to ping the Kaya, I think. Whatever. This is awkward. If they have Blood Moon, I get God on the Saga, which sucks. Can I draw some business, please? But not like Urza. Oh, great. Super. Well, let's go down this road again. Failing upwards. Alright, well. If they don't have exactly Blood Moon this turn, I'll probably be kind of okay. Growth is still bugged. I assume that it is. We'll find out. No, we won't. With this board state, we will not. Yeah, Saga and Amulet is quite strong. Saga in this deck is fine. Yeah, growth was or is bugged, so Abundant Growth should continue to give you land of any color, mana of any color. Sure. After a Blood Moon. How does Saga work versus Blood Moon? It dies. No, it dies. So there's a rule for sagas that says if a saga's chapter is higher than its highest chapter number, whatever, it dies. Which is intended to have it die when it goes to 3, or if it had 4 chapters, goes to 4. The problem is, if you remove its abilities... What the hell was this draw? Unreal. Holy balls. Okay. Good goddamn. So if you remove its abilities, it dies immediately if it's still a saga. Yeah. And that happens with everything. Every saga. Jesus. What a draw. On both sides. It's still a saga. What gets removed is the abilities. Thanks to Blood Moon. There's a saga plus Dryad. No. That adds types. But what you need to do is give it one type pie. If you give something exactly one card type, this is fine. So they have the Blood Moon? Is that what they're telling me? I saw the Vindicate already? Maybe I did. Yeah, there it is. Holy crap. This is so gross. Yeah, I can make a construct in response. That's 100% what I'm doing. And I get another one on my upkeep. They can't Blood Moon now. So, yeah. Dryad doesn't kill Saga. You need something that makes something a single basic land type. So Spreading Seas would do it too. Huh. This is a little unfortunate. It's fine. I'm definitely happy about this. I'm just trying to figure out what I'm doing with my turn. Spellbomb. No, opponent's not, sorry, I just saw a comment. Opponent is not intentionally playing land destruction. They are playing a bunch of destroy target permanent cards. I mean, they sideboarded in Pillage, but I'm also an artifact deck. They just scooped out. They're a Blood Moon deck that happens to be running some... This is Mardu midrange. It's just Mardu midrange. That's all we're up against. Seize Claim... Yeah. So there's a rule that says if you make something a basic land of a single type, not additionally, if you make something a basic land of a single type, like bang, then what happens is it loses all other abilities and gains the corresponding mana ability. That's basically correct, Muffins on a Hill, but it's basically, is it in addition or is it not? So if there was a card, theoretically, that was like blue-green enchantment, enchanted land becomes a forest and a forest island. Well, no, it doesn't turn them into the card mountain. It does just give them the type, but that type overwrites everything else. Anyway. So yeah, this was a good run. I'm about to start up another one for everyone who's live. I'm going to try exactly Mordekaiser's build. But this was surprisingly good. Thought Monitor, one copy was really good a lot of the time. 4 manufacturers, 4 recruiters, 4 Urza's was really good. Emry's a little tricky in the meta right now. Trinket Mage is probably unnecessary. Walking Ballista is probably unnecessary. Like, these are flex slots. Aether Spellbomb was A++. Aether Vial, I'm still on the fence about this card. It was super fantastic a bunch of times. Other times it was less than